Founders Floor, a co-working accelerator for startups.
Probably the key thing when people are talking to an investor that the investor wants to think about, okay, I get, they need to understand what your thing is now, but I also need to envision for the amount of money I'm going to give you.
This video is brought to you by Procopia Law, the recommended law firm of Founders Floor.
Let's say I'm going to give you 18 months of runway to go build your company. What will this company look like 18 months from now? What will you have achieved? And telling that as a part of the story. You know, today we're at the point where we've got 6 customers who are piloting this thing, who are paying a small amount of money, but you know, where we're at right now is we want to be able to raise enough that we can go from 6 to 20 or to 30 or to 60. Being able to talk about what those objectives are roughly at the end point when you go to raise more money, and sort of why the amount of money you're raising from me now helps you get to that point makes a huge difference. You know, being able to say, I need 2 salespeople, but I also really need to go build these integrations with these 3 other systems, and you know, I need engineering for probably like 3 months to go build. You've thought this through, and I can see that I'm investing now at a X million dollar valuation, and a year and a half from now when you're out raising, it's going to be 2x or 3x or 1.8x. So I do think those things matter a lot. You know, how much you're raising and who you're raising it from will certainly affect whether or not you have to already have revenue and paid customers and so forth. A lot of companies who are coming into us trying to raise a Series A, which we think of as something in the range of maybe $3 to $8 million. That's about the size check we would write. They normally have a ballpark of either 10 customers or 10 customers, pilots who are going to grow into bigger customers, or $1 million of recurring revenue, or some combination of those things as a proxy for there's probably some validation that this is not like you used to work for Bank X and you knew one specific thing that Bank X really, really needed, but they're the only customer that you'll ever have, right? If you have a couple of customers, that's usually a pretty good sign. If you have 6 banks or 2 banks, that's a pretty good sign you might be able to get to 30 or 50 down the road.